So it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. And we got a good show lined up for you today. Again, if you're new to the Patriot Hour, make sure you are subscribed so you get all the alerts for when we put out videos and when we go live like this. Again, I'm Michael. Never take what we say to be 100% fact, word, or just truth or shoved in, spoon-fed. Do your own research, connect your own dots. Never take what we say. Never take what anyone says until you can verify it in your own way, in your own right. Only you know how to do that. Shut off all outside information. Absorb it, take it in, logically connect a bunch of dots, and see what you determine. See what you come up with. You can do this with a group of friends, but you'd want to do it individually. And the better test would be after you're all done, maybe on one particular subject. See what y'all come up with on your own. Compare. See how many of you land on the same thing. All right, again, we got the panel here. We got Ben and Woodman. So without further ado, let's bring them on. Fellas, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's the Patriots out there today? I hope they're doing great.
I hope they are too.
Oh yeah.
As good as they can be, I'm sure. We are seeing a peak. I just wanted to take a minute here, and I know we can agree on that. We'll do our intros like normal, but I wanted to say, if it wasn't treasonous and sedition going on before in these states, I like to take it back. I know a lot of people hate Mike Pompeo. What he's done in the past is just horrible. I don't know if he's come around or what he's come to, what conclusions, but I do know that he was over at the CIA for a stint, and now he's the head of the State Department. And then he went to that governor's thing about 2 months ago, and he told every single governor, we've been watching, you guys got this thing from the Chinese Communistic Party, subvertedly with a cool name, kind of like these rogue CIA things that they own in certain towns, and Film Crew Inc. But anyway, it was a ploy company inviting all the governors, and he said, fortunately, I was at the CIA, and I know that this company is a shell company for a communistic party. I don't know how many of you knew that, and how many of you have done deals, and how many of you have taken maybe money for any direct monies to sell out your state. But we're seeing that at a peak here, just with some of the rogue laws. They wanted Trump to do this on a massive scale, like the shutdown, but since he didn't, they were kind of forced to do it on their own. So what do we see with that, Ben? I mean, Woodman, what do you guys, what are we seeing happening?
I mean, we're seeing some of these governors really seeing how far they can take their public proclamations for their own states. I mean, we were passing around an article and a little thread we have kind of going around between us. And last night, the governor of the state that I live in is now wanting, no more, only one person in each vehicle, not two people in one vehicle when you're traveling around. I mean, this is getting so out of hand that it's people like, oh my gosh, this is affecting everybody, just like the sanctuary states were, and there are these cities and all these things were happening, and nobody talked about that. Like, we've been preaching that for a long time. I wouldn't say preaching, but we've been really kind of maybe shouting from the rooftops that this behavior of these rogue mayors and senators and governors, these people, they're going to have to adhere to the Constitution. And if nobody's telling them, or those who they dictate to do these things, not reminding them of their oath that they took to the Constitution to uphold, that's higher than state policies, procedures, and proclamation, that's constitutional law. So we are seeing some stuff. I mean, I don't know, Woodman, what's your thoughts on it?
I have to totally agree. And this thing about when Trump told him, that he has the power over all those states, and the governors, they're acting like they don't have to listen to him. But back to what Mike was saying earlier about Pompeo talking to these governors. Remember, he also said, we know who's been getting the money from them, or we know who's been making deals. Remember?
Yeah.
That was part of that. So I wanted to slide that in there.
I
we know
agree.
what's going on. Yeah, we know what's going on. They're just fooling themselves, I guess. For the ones that aren't on board, I guess they're not all bad.
No, and I would say real quick again. I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour for all newcomers. Anyone new, make sure you're subscribed. Prior Navy. Here to give you guys what we believe to be the truth. We're doing this together. We're following a narrative, a storyline that truly is happening if you're paying attention. Just like Woodman brought up there. He also said he knows where the money, follow the money. So these are the things we're talking about. Some people are completely ignoring them. There's just this other thing happening. But we have latched onto this. So we've talked about for a long time is the special powers of the president. We're going to get into that a little bit as well. But we got a very interesting thing we're going to get into. But let's go to the rest of the panel. So from here, Woodman, who are you? Why are you here?
Well, I'm really blessed to be here, first of all, to be invited with these highly intelligent individuals, Mike and Ben. I'm here to help wake people up or try to communicate with them what's really going on with our country, and to take it back like it's supposed to be in the first place, like our forefathers arranged everything, and it's starting to fall into place. It's a real rough ride, everybody, and we're doing our best to keep you informed of what's really going on. Here again, too, do your own investigating, please, because when you do your own investigating, it hits home harder. You really get to be involved with it. Paratrooper done weird things in the military. That's why I kind of get along with these guys, because we've all done kind of like security stuff. We know what to look for, kind of, sort of, in one way, shape, or form,
Yes. Well, thank you for being here, brother. I'm hearing echoing. Does anyone have an echo? I'm not hearing any echo.
Woodman, it's computer speakers on, so you're hearing it through your computer and through your headphone?
Were you getting an echo too?
No, I got the speakers. I got the speakers totally unplugged, and.
Yeah, no, we've done all the tests on this, and it's something with either the headphones he's using. I don't know. I can't remember. We never did get a test with the other ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so here you go. Ben? No, people are saying 5 or 5.
Oh, yeah, no, it sounds good. I can understand what
Ted Jensen says whistle and echo.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Hey, man, I've been here with the Patriot Hour, prior military. I was in the Army, Operation OIF, OEF, worked in the medical field a bit. Met Mike 07 in the computer field, going to college. Met him as teamed up with buddies, and we've been friends ever since. I met Woodman in the local Legion here, where the Patriot Fest is going to be this year. It's just been an amazing time with a lot of what we've seen happening right now, and a lot of the research that I've personally done in my lifetime, and some of the operations I've been exposed to. I'm lending my credibility and my research that mirrors up with what Woodman and Mike's been working on. So we've done what we preach here. We went through our own phase by ourselves, and we've been comparing notes, and we started getting real serious about 3 years ago when Mike started this channel, and it's just been a wild ride ever since, and I'm just holding on with the rest of you guys, and excited to see where this ride takes us.
All right. Thank you for being here as well, brother. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me hit that. Okay, so we're going to jump right away, I guess. We're going to if you look here on the desktop screen that I have up, I will pull those up. Yeah, so John Durham is the Punisher. That kind of makes sense. Countdown to the treason trials. So these are two posts of what we've had. We've had this Trump train meme for a while. And I remember even when it came back, it's like, you're forgetting somebody, add them. This isn't the one that they added John Durham, because I don't see no John Durham in here. Unless he wasn't meant to be. But man, that would really surprise me if he was.
John Durham was taking the picture in the meeting, so he's behind the camera.
Yes, there you go.
He's on the other side of the bars.
Little John Durham taking pictures, because that's what he do. So, the Punisher. There was another interesting Hannity. I think it was right here. Hannity has the
nice little Punisher pin on there. I see. Hey, he's got a.
You guys see it now? Right here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right, where have I seen that lapel pin before?
Yeah.
Replying to the real Donald. Oh, Farrah Fawcett.
Back in his younger days. Oh, yeah.
The younger. Yeah, younger.
All
Get
right,
it, Trump. I will. One day I'll take him down. You get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Need.
So this morning in Garage Talk, Mike and I were talking about some of the trip codes, and we know that in the Q posts that there's a lot of other back channel coding, meetings, things of this nature. And Mike stumbled across something that was dealing with Q's trip codes. And there's something called an MD5 hash generator. There's in the IT world, you work a lot with hexadecimal numbers and having to change one string of numbers into another string of numbers. This is pretty common, and so there's a variety of generators you can get online. Just like you can go online and you can have a calculator that says, this times that, what's the square root of this? It's the same idea. However, these ones, when it comes to MD5, they generate long strings of numbers. I'm basically a code, if you will.
And we used to use this on a form of it.
Yep, in our IT, security classes. So, but what Mike's going to show you today is that you can copy Q's trip code that he normally posts with, or the team posts with. You can put it in a MD5 hash, which is just another variant of changing a string of numbers to another string of numbers in relation, right? The little code breaking, if you will.
Yeah. And we haven't done this much. This is actually just something we did just shortly before, because I just came across it the other day, like early yesterday. Was busy. So let's do it together. We did do this one, so I'll use the exact same one we've already done, and then from there we'll move forward and try some other ones. And I left every 3 of these links down below, you guys, underneath this video in the description box, or all 3 of the tools you'll need, which is, it's all based off all 9. So you have the Q map, for example, to use, and then you have the MD5 hash generator program. That's basically just a blank web page with a box that you put in, and then you hit generate, and then it's going to give you, and I'll show you how to do that. And then the WikiLeaks Clinton archive. All right, so all 3 links are down below, free of charge. All right, here we go.
Walk us through it, Mike. Let's see how we go.
All right, so we'll start right here. I don't know if you guys can see that well enough. I can make it a little bigger. I will. I'll just do it. Let me get your guys' volume on, because I went to it this way. So let me go to this way. Let me go back to it this way, I think. Ooh, there we go.
Nice.
And right here on post 158 from back in 20 November, it's a continued. So we could go to 157 right before, but I'll just go to 158 because that's randomly where I started. So I'm going to grab just the
Trip code
here, copy it, right? Copy it. I'm going to go to the MD5 hash generator here. I'm going to put that in, paste. Now, another trick is I'm going to add the number of this Q post in order. It's 158. So I'm going to put in 158. Very specific, right? Generate.
Yes.
It's going to generate. Your hash is this now based off the string that we put in, all right? The string code. So we're going to put in. Now I'm going to grab just the new hash. That's twice as long.
It's in a different hexadecimal configuration.
Who's echoing? Who's saying this? Who's echoing? Patriot Wingman. Why is he echoing? Who is he?
Is it me? Check 1 2.
I don't hear any echo.
I do hear a little bit, but I don't know if it's what man. Can you say something?
Yeah, I hear it a little bit too.
All right, so let me see. Can you guys hear me now?
I hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Anyone else? Can they hear us?
I don't. They can. I mean, I know they can all.
Hold on. Let's see here. I just turned down
Okay.
the one thing that might cause an echo, but
All right. Check 1 2 1 2. People, freedom. I still hear a little bit, but
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How about me now? How about me now? How about me?
All right,
Yep,
we're
well,
505. We're just going to go on. We have to,
we're-
but apologize for any technical issues that were.
difficulties.
To me, it sounds like every other day. Maybe I'm crazy. Not joking. All right, so we got the hash now, right? Did I copy it and make sure I didn't mess anything up here?
Yeah, I think you
Just
think
want to
you did copy.
grab the hash. Get that hash, all right? You want to grab the hash right there, the hash code. WikiLeaks. Now we're specifically in the WikiLeaks Clinton email archive. All right, there, folks. What we're saying here, there's over 50,000 pages. Now, some of these you cannot find. They're saying they might be locked up. So we're going to go specifically by the email ID. Now, wouldn't that be very specific? Not just general term in the email. Search by email ID. And I'm going to put in the exact hash code. And boom. I mean, it pulls up one individual, unclassified at this point, right?
Yep.
So from Hillary Clinton to Jake Sullivan. This is from 6/19/2010. Unclassified U.S. Department of State case number. Release in full. So let's just see here. Okay, but be sure it's proofread. Original message. 2H statement. This is what we propose to put out, with ours putting out similar. Today, Secretary Clinton spoke by telephone with Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov. They discussed preparations for the upcoming June 24th summit between President Obama and President Medvedev.
Houston.
There you go. Secretary Clinton and Foreign Minister Lavrov reviewed developments in Kyrgyzstan, and stressed their shared concern over the recent violence and continuing
It's hard for me to read over here.
Sheesh.
Something tension. I can't read it over here. It's
Let me
small.
goose that up a little.
Goose it. Ooh.
There you go.
The interethnic.
Yeah, there you go.
Tensions.
Inter-ethnic tensions, folks. So they're all concerned.
Think about that. What is that? What is that? What interethnic tensions? Are they trying to boost people against? Are they trying to boost that? Creed.
Restore security, stability, reconciliation among citizens of Kyrgyzstan. Interesting.
Now, what
So-
does the actual Q post of that say?
So this starts with 157. Who has all the information? What is the key? Ooh. What is the key used for? What is a guard? What is a guard used for? Who unlocked the door to all doors? Who unlocked? Maybe WikiLeaks? Julian Assange? I don't know. Why is it pre-planned? Do you believe in coincidences? What is this information? Who controls? So I kind of wanted to do a little more search on this. I wanted to see if we can find this email without that code. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like type in Sullivan, Jake Sullivan, and just see.
Well, I already
if
did
his-
that. I already did that, and it came up with a lot. We can do it again right now, but so let's start that simple. You're right, Ben. Let's start that simple. So I will do.
It's a normal.
I'm gonna grab another one of these so we don't mess up that one. So WikiLeaks Hillary. We'll go here back to. So we got a fresh one. We're gonna go search by term. Should we term search Sullivan?
As you just search by name.
We'll do. Oh, how about we do Jake? We can do Jake. We're looking for Jake. Copies. Now let's look here. This one's from 10/6/19. It's regarding, the subject line is regarding statement, just to keep an eye on. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go search by term. We're going to go paste Sullivan. So this came up with, look at that. I mean, just with Sullivan in it.
Thousands.
Yeah, it's too many to.
Wow.
And I don't. So let's go a little more. RE dots. Was it statement?
Try statement. Yep.
Oops. Right there. 6/19/2010. 6/19/2010. 6/13. 6/13 statement. So there it is. So I'm just wondering if those are somehow now
Are those
attached to this
connected?
post. Is this the underground lying
Yes.
information? Define
We're giving
corruption.
you guys a little bit of kind of an idea of how we do our research here with you guys live. We found this piece. We know there's probably a lot more pieces. We know that a lot of the pictures have different codes underneath each picture. We know that the trip codes have been changed a couple times throughout Q. We just found this to be interesting on the back end, where this could be another back end channel that go try yourself. Run this MD5 hash generator. Look at some other crazy posts. I mean, there's getting close to almost 4,000 Q posts. So we showed you how to do one of them and compare if the Clinton emails matched up with that particular Q post. What's the significance? Go Q, go to the search bar in Q and search in Clinton, and then type up all those, Q drops, get the hash code or get the code, put it in the MD5 hash generator, look in the Clinton emails, archives through WikiLeaks, and see what you come up with. And if you come up with some pretty cool connections,
157.
it'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, and it has to be the post. I'm just trying it in multiple ways. So 157 has to go after that. Now I generate.
There's your new hashtag, or your new hash ID.
Whoa, what did I do? That doesn't seem right. What if I just put paste? Why is that so long? WikiLeaks. Q. Now this is a very short one. So I go here, grab that. This is the first one now, 157 I'm going to.
Okay, let's try that
Rid
one.
of that. Paste 157 after it. Generate. That's a blank. You don't want to have the blank in there. You just want to get the number.
No.
There we go. Copy. Let me make that a little bigger. Let me keep you guys on. All right, you can see that, right? There you go.
Yep.
So I got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's highlighted. I'll go back here. Clear it out. So I'm going to go search by email ID, not term. Very specific. Now, again, if I put this in and if you could see everything in here, if I add, I think, well, I'm just going to do that perfectly. Search. Boom. Goes to another one.
HPad. Subject is the HPad. So okay. Huma.
Your
I
iPad
believe.
has arrived.
Hello.
Wow.
Now go back to the post 157.
exciting news. Do you think you can teach me to use it on the flight to Kiev? What'd you say now?
Oh, Kiev. I wonder where Kiev is at, people. Number of the UK is at 157. What is that? What is the key?
Ooh, look at this
What is it?
Rothschild targeted plus, and then just a
Ooh.
stringer. Should we grab that one?
Let's try that. Yeah,
Oh, you
double
know
plus
it.
plus. All right,
You know
folks.
it.
You see what we're doing here? This is something that you can do on your own and start going through there. And there's so many nuggets of crazy information you can get.
156.
And then you generate it. Okay.
We're gonna back it up. Search by
Back it
email.
on up. Email ID.
Nothing on that one.
Okay.
If I did it right. Yeah.
Yep, you did it right. Yep.
So these two. And let me see something else. If I go here, like on this one.
This is just a way, a lot of people ask, well, how do you guys do your research and that kind of stuff? When we come across something like this is what we're doing. We're doing it on our phones or whatever devices we have. Garage Talk, we're talking about it.
158.
We haven't hit these codes with, there's other hash generators that don't put it in an MD5 format, and they put it in a different hexadecimal or another type of a stringer. So we've just tried to stumbled upon this HD5
I'm just gonna add a couple
generator
211 after it,
just to see.
and it came up. It came up with enough to come up with the exact same one from before. Even with
So
me
you see where
adding.
it's trying to match it.
Still interesting. Don't know. Just something I came across. Don't say it has any validate. We could be wasting our time, but we have to waste our time to look at things too sometimes. But I don't know. We're gonna keep digging on that, for sure. Right? We'll look at it a little bit more.
I mean,
It's worth.
this is just, if it's an eddy, then we identify it as such and move on. This is just something that, just to kind of give you guys, like we said, a little peek into our research and development, and then now you're seeing it in the deployment. One worked. We don't know what the correlation of the Q post and the Clinton emails. This is just the stuff that we know Q is putting out through the team, and there's so many layers of not only numerology, and they're putting their nose up at the deep state and all the Luciferianistic people who are trying to take over our world, actually. So there's so much deep stuff. I mean, if you find something, man, email Mike, email the Patriot Hour. Let us, hey, I found this, because we always love little tidbits of information that can keep us on our track in searching and honestly trying to discover more what's happening on the world around us. I mean, it's getting crazier and crazier. So it's times like this that you have the time and the ability to do this kind of research and start see what you come up with.
Wow.
And by the way, man, all you guys, all the mods are doing awesome. We got, well over 1,300 people in the room on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm hoping everybody's enjoying time with family. And this is a time to bring each other closer, not freaking out and ripping people apart.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Amen. Former President Barack Obama to endorse Joe Biden in a video coming out today. We'll see. Wow.
Yeah, I doubt that.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That video yesterday was good. Or Trump's thing when he kicked off some of the videos of the fake news. It was great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on here. We got a call. Let's take it.
All
Yep.
right.
You're on. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, how you
Hi,
doing?
this is
All right.
Natalie.
Who?
It's Natalie from Kentucky. I called you yesterday.
Hey, Natalie. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi.
All right.
Well, I've been watching everything. I come across something the other night. I mean, I've been up 24 hours. all the time into this. But I ran into something the other day that gave me a little bit of peace. Have y'all heard about 107?
107?
107.
Oh,
Yeah.
107. Yeah, I've heard of 107. Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay, well, I listened to an interview with him the other night, and he said about all the people complaining that nothing's happening, and all. He said that if any of us think we know more than President Trump does, we can all go get effed. He said.
I agree with that
You
on
know.
a level of things that we're dealing with and don't know. Yeah, I would.
That's right. But it kind of gave me some peace because he said that President Trump's family and himself is on the line for this. You know, the military generals and their families are on the line, and that we just need to trust them. And we're crazy if we don't. We know more than what that man knows. So
On an operational
It really made me
standpoint, I agree. I mean,
calm down a lot because I was one of them getting upset that nothing happened on the 10th, and you know, but things have been happening for months, and we just didn't even know about it.
yeah. Well, and again, the whole something that's supposed to happen on a date. This isn't the first time with Q that's been propped up. That's bad decodes or people with their own agendas starting. They think they see something. This has to mean this, and then another channel sees that. I mean, I even played into talking about it. Possibly this is going to happen on this date, but we just don't know. And then we get upset ourselves, like that didn't happen. And
Right.
then everyone I listened to must have been wrong. Oh, this whole thing's a joke. It hurts. The bigger thing is there's a lot of people awoke, like the video we did the other day where it's just simple as where we go one we go all. I mean, that was a bell on JFK's boat. That's a kind of a cool saying. We need to, and there's lots of people around the world just on that. That lets you know that there is a real movement, and people are waking up, and that's huge. So you can never
Oh yeah,
bash that.
my whole family thinks I'm crazy, but that's okay.
You're not
Welcome
alone.
to the
But I've
club. You're not alone. You never were.
Not alone. Never. Oh, no,
But
this
he
is an
he also
ongoing thing.
he had
for
also
everybody.
mentioned, you know, our whole country is on a banana peel right now, and
Yeah.
one wrong move and it's over. So he said, just put your faith in God and put your faith in the president. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Amen. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. Keep calling. We love you when you call in.
Well, I love y'all
Oh,
too.
yes.
And
God bless.
if I hear anything else, I'll holler at you again.
Thank you.
Well,
God
thank
bless.
you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, that was, I mean, Mike made a good point. You know, it'd be foolhardy to think that you knew more about the commander in chief operational and what he has, the operational information that he has, not only the classification and the security clearance that a president gains purely by taking the oath. And so, you know, those of us who have served in the military, we understand some of this, us more than others, about your security clearance. You get more information than the common newbie, than the people who E1s, E2s don't really get much information. And we know the generals have more operational control and knowledge than the E1 does. So I would agree with that 100%. This is
And if
why,
you're not involved in the operation,
oh my gosh, you're that
not
much
getting-
more disconnected from the truth of what's really coming out of that particular operation. So, you know, I trust God first and foremost. I adhere to his laws, and when man's laws contradict his laws, they don't hold up. They don't hold up. They wither away like under the fire. So we always keep truth to what we have going to, and you know, when our president's not doing the right thing, we'll call him out. When he is doing the right thing, we'll praise him for doing the right thing. That's what we, the people, and he who represents us, needs to happen. We're his accountability, and we can only go off what he's telling us. We've said many times before, we only have 20% of the information. 80% is classified.
Yes.
don't care who you are.
20% public, 80%. This is, I mean, before it's been like 100%. Just we've gotten nothing. So we don't know. But I'll tell you what. Like Ben just said, that's the president. The whole concept of that was it was supposed to be one of us civilians, one of us citizens out here,
The common folk.
the common folk.
Right.
That when you these guys are supposed to be out, farmers or wrenching in the factory back in the day, and it's like, I'm putting down my tools, I'm gonna go do this, and everyone backs them up like, you go get them, Joe, and you hoped, and it's like, oh, we're so far from that. That's a fairy tale, but that's the way it was designed.
Right.
I know that we're not there now, and the norm is far from that. So when people talk about this normal, and they're really only talking about their lifetime, anyone that I could talk to on this planet right now, we've been born into this crap. So that's our normal. Think about that. We talk about Monopoly's a fun game unless you come in the middle of it and all the land's already bought up, all the money's distributed out, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you can sit down and get on in. No, it wouldn't be very fun. Every roll is you're landing on somebody else's own property, and you owe taxes. You don't even have any money to start with because we didn't have any to give you. You need to come into the game and figure out a way to get money from other people, by the way.
We'll print some more up for you. That funny
Get
money.
you some loan. I'll give you a loan now. It's going to come at a little bit of a debt. Just sign this piece of paper here. Play that game. Play that Monopoly version. See how fun like it.
Well, the cool thing is, when the game's over, everything goes back in the box, man.
That's right. It all goes back in the box. That's right. That's right.
That's why we try to think outside the box.
Oh, you guys are
and
intelligent.
Woodman
I
prints
love
his own money.
yeah.
Not me, you guys. Woodman.
Yeah. Beer.
That's what
notes.
he's into.
Oh, amazing.
So John Durham, John Brennan is the main focus of Durham, the Pain investigation.
Durham boats.
Durham boat speeding out all in. Intel officers have already testified this. Look at that ugly schmug. Look at that schmug. Look at that face.
Yeah,
there.
man. Oh. I'd like to
He's
punch
all
you.
constipated, trying to push one out.
Is that a picture of him
Like,
going to the
dude.
restroom?
After he cleans his existing ones. You guys see a little tiny, Intel pull
Her. Matey. So breaking, John Durham is the main focus of the Durham investigation. Intel officers have already testified to this. According to the former U.S. Attorney Joe DeGenova, current U.S. Attorney John Durham started bringing in witnesses under oath in front of a grand jury. And according to
it's
Joe,
already been convened?
Yeah. The key focus of the Durham Investo is currently John Brennan. Well, that's good. He deserves every bit of it,
He deserves
more.
the Brennan beating. We're going to start coining that phase. Everybody else is going to be getting it.
The Brennan. So Brennan, he was real treason.
He's a real peach of a guy, let me tell you. Real dirty dog there, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah.
CNN guest to Trump supporters. Now your loved ones can die.
Wow, he's really pushing positivity and none of that fear porn. Man, he can't get it from CNN. He's got to start producing it himself.
Matey.
My gosh.
Peas in a pod.
Look at
There
this
he
stuff,
is.
you guys. These
Listen
people
up.
are just dying.
You die
This is
now.
just CGI, all that CGI. Look at how pretty that is. Let me guess. I bet you there's a picture of like Mickey Mouse in there, like the Ebola virus. Probably somewhere in there is a little picture of Mickey Mouse or Pluto.
Haha, Trump smokes the liberal media plays campaign style video on his stellar coronavirus. CNN changed their headline like 4 times yesterday. During that speech, like within 5 minutes, people were saying it was like Trump now pushing propaganda up on stage. They're calling him Propo.
I wonder how many
And that's what
redactments they
do.
had to put out every moment. It's got to be some record for those guys.
It needed to be done, though. That was great.
Oh yeah.
It needed to be done.
All right, let's do our. We're right at the.
We got
right at the
so
mark
many
there.
awesome Patriots. I just gotta say, man, before we do our little roundup, this August 14th and 15th, I'm gonna be at the Patriot Fest. It's gonna be at our local American Legion with veterans and patriots, more to the likes of which no man can count, is what we're planning on. It's going to be a flag retirement ceremony. We're going to be camping out there. We invite everybody to come out. It's free. It's open to the public. We've got people who've confirmed from, man, all over this great country. Grilling, if you can put up all the information, please email us at patriotsfest2020@gmail.com for confirmation. It's free. There's going to be food. There's going to be a freedom ride with we're planning on about 300 to 500 riders. You can be a part of that for a small fee and be a part of that 60-mile ride on the day of the flag retirement. The Patriots Fest is going to be the 14th, the night of, with a very special musical guest.
JT
Wild's going to be coming. It's going to be really awesome, you
buddy.
guys.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
buddy.
You guys need to be out there. So plan on that. I know a lot of you guys have canceled your vacations this year, and a
Make
lot of things
this
are going
your
crazy.
vacation.
Make this your vacation. Make this a part
It's
of
going
time
to
when
be
you
a
can
great
hang out.
time. Free.
Yes.
How much
yes.
does all that cost? Free.
Free.
I mean, you want a little something to eat or, drinks.
There's going to be food
you know,
available, drinks,
a little
raffling.
beer garden.
There's going to be
water, sodas, juices,
games, family
games,
friendly.
family friendly. Boy Scouts are going to be there. We got a tank
Yep.
they can play in.
They could play on a
Yeah.
tank. Come on, that's part of the Legion's playground, I mean,
We got tanks. We got howitzers. I mean, that's all the fun.
we got grills. We got music.
I need to get down
So I just
to
wanna-
the post office. So, Jonna, thank you so much. I need to get down there. They're talking about the P.O Box and the PayPal. You guys, that's all that is left. Well, I think the GoFund, but who knows? I think I just got something.
I mean, as a time of what's happening with all this craziness, I think that before the Patriots Fest, I think there's going to be a massive, massive undertaking of the public ingesting declassification documents. And you're right, you guys. I can see you guys all in the chat. Yes, this is going to be coming out, and it's going to be more than you people can ever imagine. What a better time to come celebrate. Everybody's coming together as American and Patriots, is just coming together out in Indiana and Bristol, out there at the American Legion, Post 143. It's going to be beautiful. But hey, man, give a shout out to where you guys are coming from and where you're sitting at. I'm from the crazy state of Michigan. We talked about that earlier. So it's like, hey, shout out from where you're from. Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Texas,
The Mackinac.
Diego, Louisville, Kentucky,
Oh,
Gettysburg,
yeah. Pittsburgh. Thanks,
Patriot
Grilling.
Fest, Bristol, Indiana,
Texas.
North
there
Kakalaki,
we go.
Oklahoma, Missouri, Nevada,
Australia,
Do it your
Nevada.
fastest.
Denver.
Mackinac,
Dude,
Michigan,
Arizona,
Columbus,
Chi-town,
Missouri, Syria, Texas, Columbia, Ohio,
Florida.
North Kakalaki.
Texas,
Lost
Colorado,
Homeless
Colorado.
Angels,
Colorado,
Mississippi
Colorado.
IPPI,
Arizona.
MISSIPPI,
Maine. Las Vegas.
Idaho, Cali's in the house, you
Oklahoma.
got Texas,
we
Ontario,
got Cali, Dollywood, there it is, Hollywood to Dollywood,
New
New
Mexico,
the moon,
land of the
Georgia.
Texas, Washington
St. Louis,
State,
Kentucky, Tempe,
Kentucky's in the
Arizona,
house,
Idaho,
Arkansas,
Arkansas,
MAGA
California,
country, Chicago.
Chicago,
Mount
Green
Rushmore.
Bay, Florida,
Nice.
Carson City.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Oh yeah.
Pat Hour Studio.
Massachusetts. Pat Hour Studio.
North
Nice,
Dakota,
Saskatchewan.
Montreal,
New
Virginia,
York in the house.
Virginia,
Cape Cod up there. South Louisiana.
Ohio, Oregon,
Ohio,
Oh, Wisconsin. We got all the, oh man, across the pond. We
Tennessee.
got Arizona. State of woke up. Okay.
Venus. Venus, all right.
Pennsylvania. South Jersey.
Tsunamiville, Jersey, very southern Colorado,
Pensie's coming in.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Bald
There you
Knob,
go.
Arkansas, Goose Creek, South Cackalack,
Air 51.
Ohio,
Ohio,
Oh, yeah. This is
Ithaca.
awesome. Texas.
Texas.
Ithaca.
Springs in
Ithaca.
Colorado. Oh, nice. Vegas.
Las Vegas,
That's Big Ed.
Seal Beach, Cali, nice.
Chirac. What up in Chi-Town?
Little Ithaca, New York, Louis
UK.
Louis
Bristol,
Martinez,
UK. There we
Thank
go.
you for
Nice.
joining
New
in, brother.
Orleans.
Cincinnati.
Vermont.
I'm living on the edge in Cincinnati. WK,
Coming
all
in from
people.
Kentucky.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
South
I'm
Carolina,
living
Belfast,
on the
North Ireland,
edge
what
in
up?
Cincinnati.
We got our Scottish
Ohio's in the
Patriots
house.
coming in.
Harrisburg,
Belgium.
Loving it. Saudi Arabia, what is up?
Arabia.
You got that?
Weed,
California. That's a great town, by the way. I got a hat from you guys. You got a great little town. Birmingham, UK,
right.
West Virginia,
Austin, Texas,
Texas.
Tampa,
Florida.
Florida, San Francisco,
Irish Cats,
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Been there, done that. Been to the casinos.
Amsterdam,
I was on the USS
Lejeune.
George
What up, y'all?
Washington when we pulled into Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia.
Sacramento,
Pittsburgh,
Connecticut.
Pensy. A little bit of Pensy.
New
A little bit of
Jersey.
Page. Turn the Page, Texas.
Oh,
Vernon Hills,
Damn.
Illinois. Been there. Minastupid. That's
that's Vladislav said. No, he has not.
Grants
Patriots
Pass,
worldwide.
Oregon. All the way up from Oregon.
Little
Thank you
bit of
guys.
Glasgow.
North Texas.
Glasgow, nice.
Rotterdam.
Scott there.
Rotterdam, Belgium again.
Longview, Washington. Semper Fi, go Navy.
Semper
Thank you.
Fi.
Lady,
Ohio's in the how. So
Northern
San
You
Michigan,
guys are awesome. There's so
San
much you guys out
Francisco
there. Arkansas,
treat.
Oxford, UK. We got Colorado River, Arizona, which is a beautiful place. Oh,
Tuesday
yeah.
slide, boys. Tuesday slide.
Tuesday slide.
Skid Row,
Skid Row. The Oregon, got Alaska.
Yes, I was, John Hook.
Now.
Yes, I was. That was right when I was getting off. Right after I got off that.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Medford, Oregon. And you can check out that
Land of the
video.
Shadow Man.
Pluto,
Lots of pop heaps. Philly, Pennsylvania, San Diego, Warsaw, New York,
Gallipolis,
Gallipolis,
Ohio.
Arkansas,
Hawaii, what's
staying
up?
alive in Arkansas, Southern Illinois,
Montana.
Indianapolis, Michigan, Sticks, Montana, nice, Backwoods, Indiana,
Iron Range, Minnesota.
Turtle
Florida.
Island,
Hold up.
Palm
Fairburn,
Smell,
Turtle Island.
Bobby Q. I'm gonna have a Bobby Q
Klamath
today.
Falls, Oregon.
Evansville,
I believe it's
Evansville.
Indiana. Oh, there you go. Indiana here too. Milwaukee.
I don't see the French.
awesome, you guys.
I don't see the hick from French Lick up in here.
Oh yeah. Okay. PFP.
The old hick from French Lick. Does anyone know who that is? Comment that in the comment section if you know.
Oh, crazy.
That's funny. Hey,
for me.
You gotta-
who's your Patriots? They're putting corn cobs and stuff up in here. Bird, somebody got it. Pat C got it. Bird, Larry Bird. That's right.
There you go.
Larry
right.
Bird. There you go. People got it. People understand. Yes.
I know.
He was dubbed the old hick from French Lick. So it was funny. I had to watch a documentary on him. This is just a quick shout out sidetrack thing, but growing up, my one uncle, who's no longer with us, he was a huge sports fan. He knew all the players and all what we talk about. Remove politics from him, but he knew everything for every player all the way back. Real sharp mind on it. And he used to tell me, Bird was a man. I'm like, no, he's not. Because when I was coming up, and I didn't watch a lot, but I knew of like Jordan, and Bird had lost he wasn't prime no more. He was in the end of his era. So I didn't get to know the late 70s Bird or early 80s Bird. But I had watched a documentary not too long back, and they were talking about the commercial he did in 1984 with Magic, and they got a hold of Bird, and Bird was always a more quiet, didn't really go out of his way to be in the commercials, didn't want to. He said, well, I'll tell you what, if you come up here to French Lick, I'll do it. So they brought Magic. They had to convince Magic, but Magic was actually from just over the line in Michigan here.
Yeah, he was a Michigan boy.
Lansing, so East Lansing. So
okay.
Not too far, but still, that's a city. And when he came out to Birds in French Lick, it was, whoa. And that video portrays that. He pulls up in the limo like he would, and the window comes down, and Bird's on his at-home court. And they both had shoes coming out for Converse or whatever. So, but Magic went on to say that he invited him up to real dinner afterwards with his mom, and his mom had cooked this huge home-cooked meal. And in that documentary, even in the players when he lived in Boston, they said, you made a lot of money, but they very rarely he would invite him over, but when they did, he'd be out there mowing and stuff. I'm like, this dude owns a tractor, and had went out of his way to bought a tractor, and wherever he lived at in Boston, he actually mowed his own yard, and it was like, that's probably what he grew up doing. And some of that dies hard, because even when I was in the service for a little over 7 years, I missed mowing, and I was at a friend's house one time with family or whatnot, and their husband was gone in Saudi Arabia on deployment, and we were over there barbecuing with the kids and whatnot, and I was like, I'll mow, and I got behind the mower and just push mowed the yard real quick. It was better for the kids to play and to make it shorter, and but I had missed it that much that I willingly push mowed a yard, which most people would try to get out of
the country out of the boy, man. I tell you what.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Rose Holman and Terre Haute, and that's where I did a lot of my college stuff. And in Terre Haute, they had a real large restaurant owned by Larry Bird, and there was probably 4 sectioned off places that were like a foul line. What do you call that? Where you're doing the shooting the hoops for a foul,
Yeah.
And they had kids in there all the time, continually. I was really impressed.
So this restaurant had indoor shooting some hoop while you eat or whatnot? Wow.
For the kids, yeah. I was really impressed because, he's, like you guys are saying, down to earth, and that's exactly how it is there. And, a real large restaurant also.
That's
but
crazy.
Down to earth, man. And you mentioned him, it just brought back memories, because my college days,
Oh, yeah.
Rose Holman's hard to get into, fellas, if you ever investigate, It's a little rough.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have something between your ears to get in there. I made it.
Oh, yeah, it's because you're smart, brother. You're real smart.
I'm an engineer. I am an engineer.
Yes, you are. Small
Certified
world,
and all. Yep.
All right, well, let's shut this one down. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it again. I think, where are we at?
We're going to have a call on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Perfect. 58 minutes by the time this music and everything. Tomorrow will be Wednesday call-in. 1 whole hour of the Patriot. So you guys call in, bring the topic. Anything from just giving us shout-outs and whatnot to maybe a few things that you got for us. We always love that.
Questions,
always love
anything.
that. Yeah. Have a great day.
Right.
Enjoy your, depending on where you live, keep an eye out. Let us know. Drop us emails if anything's getting real treasonous. We'll like to report on it and just bring awareness. That's all we're trying to do is bring awareness. We don't blame you, the Patriot, for living in that state and having to deal with that by any means. We don't want that to come across that way either. It's not like, well, you should do something. People are where they're at right now, and that's how it works. Everyone moved to where they want to live for whatever reasons, and you like it, and you don't want it to change around you. But yet we have voted in some treasonous governors around this country. That's very clear at this point. If they're out there arresting you and the police are following that order, that's the other thing we're seeing is there are orders. Is everybody following? I'm not talking about the average citizen that's just going out and blatantly breaking it. I'm saying, are the police enforcing it? Are the store owners even enforcing it? And that's where we're seeing some patriots stand up for what's the right thing. So
Correct.
the law's only as good if somebody's willing to enforce it. And we're not saying, go out and break laws. No, we don't promote that. But some of them are a little, I mean, like what yesterday, Ben, you said, we put out the little thing. We'll do a show later about 4 because Trump's coming on at 5. And by the way, boom, I throw out an article of no more flag buying. It just sounded ridiculous. Well, it's not essential. You don't need a flag. But it was more so
seeds. Yeah, like what? No seeds. Like what the heck? Yeah.
And
so I go out and I get a little bit of lead and seeds. And I'm like, okay, well, at least in my area, nobody's adhering to her proclamation and they're still rocking and rolling. But that may not be happening in the northeast of my state. I don't know. That's where we need you guys to
be our eyes and ears,
Yep.
Right.
And we're not encouraging you to run out and do that. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell we already got a few videos in of people turning the phone and so again, if you guys are interested in that, I'll say it again here right now. The email should be down below. If not, I'm sure Grillin, Face, they can, and we're going to do that. The Where We Go One, We Go All. So send us your little 10-second clip. You can say where you're from. You can say where we go when we go all. You can say, I'm here with the Patriot Hour and You could say whatever. Because I'm going to put a collage one together. I'll give it a week or so. I might use your clips. You never know when. In any video I choose. So it's only a good
better
thing,
the
folks.
Quality, the higher the probability.
Yes. Do the best you can. Mess with your phone settings. It does, you got to learn it. I don't know. Everyone's different. If you're from iPhone to Androids, and if you got a computer, it might work a little better. You can set it a little easier. Just keep in mind they got to be short because of the 25 megabyte. It's tough to get it over through email if you're and depending on what email you have. I don't know what can be sent. I know Gmail is 25.
Little quick blips, little 5-second blips is just fine.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys here soon. I think my kids are here. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Gentlemen,
God bless you guys.
Patriots, God bless you all. Keep God on your side, and don't forget the full armor of God.
That's right.
Amen.
God bless you guys.